Two states, two suspects, but the same terrifying moment. A weapon raised, a warning ignored, and an officer forced to choose survival. In Los Angeles, a suspect with a metal pipe charges forward. In Las Cruces, a man with a hammer walks straight at an officer, begging him to stop.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! I'm gonna tell you right now. Nice.
Two encounters, two lives lost, and two officers forever changed. In Amherst, New York, July 12, 2025. A quiet neighborhood, a simple domestic call, and officers expecting a routine check. But nothing about this night would stay routine for long. It begins with a woman rushing outside to meet police. She's shaken, explaining that the man inside, 26-year-old Rayquell Grant, isn't supposed to be in the house. She warns officers that Grant had laid hands on her niece a week earlier, and that tonight he might be hiding somewhere inside. Her voice lowers as she adds a final detail. He likes to take off out the front.
Okay. They might be trying to use it toward us.
It's the kind of warning that forces officers to prepare for the worst. Lieutenant Matthew Labuglio takes position at the front door. Officer Aiden Vangelov moves toward the back. They radio in that the suspect may still be inside, possibly trying to escape. The house is silent, but the silence feels wrong. Then another bombshell. A witness quietly says Grant might be inside with two knives. The tension shifts instantly. A domestic call can turn violent in a heartbeat, and tonight, that heartbeat is getting faster. Lieutenant Labuglio shouts into the home, demanding Grant come out. No answer, no movement, just the pressure building with each passing second. Officer Vangelov circles toward the rear just as something moves inside. And then, everything erupts. A rear window slams upward and Grant bursts out of it, knives in both hands, sprinting straight at Officer Vangelov. There's no hesitation, no threat shouted, just an immediate, violent charge. Aiden barely brings his arm up before the first blade digs into him. A slash tears across his shoulder. Another stab strikes his arm. A split-second attack, fast, brutal, and overwhelming. Lieutenant Labuglio fires his taser, trying to end it without gunfire, but the probes miss. The taser fails. Grant keeps coming, knives swinging with full force. Officer Vangelov reacts on instinct, kicking Grant back just enough to create space, the small gap he needs to stay alive. In the next moment, both officers make the only decision left. 5 gunshots cut through the backyard. Grant collapses to the grass, the knives falling beside him. The entire attack, from the moment he jumped through the window to the gunfire, lasts only 6 seconds. And instantly, everything changes again. The danger ends, and the mission switches from survival to saving a life. The officers rush toward Grant, weapons holstered, voices sharp but controlled. Get the med kit, stay on coverage. He's got a bullet wound in the side.
Get that med kit, John. Stay on coverage. You got the med kit? He's coming. All right.
Keep your hands up.
Next officer, we need a med kit in the back.
Chest seal now. Officer Vangelov is bleeding heavily from his arm and shoulder, but he insists he's okay. He might have got my arm, but I'm good.
Are you okay, Aiden?
He might have got my arm, but I'm good for now.
Even injured, he helps with medical supplies as the others work. Gloves go on. Blood is wiped away. They search for entry wounds, apply pressure, and seal the injuries. Officers repeat,
Stay away from the knives.
Stay away from the knives. A reminder that danger doesn't disappear just because the suspect is on the ground. Within 1 minute of shots fired, they are performing first aid, checking breathing, stabilizing the wounds, and requesting an ambulance with urgency. 2 people are hurt. One is a police officer. The other is the man who attacked him, and both receive help immediately. Paramedics arrive and take both men to the hospital. Officer Vangelov is treated and released, expected to be okay. His stab wounds are serious, but not life-threatening. Grant, however, remains in serious condition, recovering from gunshot wounds to his side and elbow. He will survive, and he will face charges for the violent assault. A domestic disturbance turned into a knife attack. A knife attack turned into a shooting. And in the aftermath, the same officers who were attacked fought to keep the suspect alive. This is how fast real danger arrives. This is how fast officers must decide. And this is how 6 seconds can change everything. Las Cruces, New Mexico, October 9th, 2025. A quiet Thursday evening turned into a deadly confrontation within minutes. Police received frantic 911 calls from Chili's Grill and Bar on Telshore. Customers were running out of the restaurant, reporting a man who had been threatening people with both a knife and a hammer. That man was 50-year-old Philip Adrian Mullen.
I'm gonna tell you right now. 962 Central 10-3, he has a...
Sitting alone inside a silver Honda sedan. When the responding officer pulled up, He expected a tense situation, but he didn't expect how fast it would escalate. "Step out of the car," the officer says calmly as he walks toward the sedan. Mullen looks at him. No panic, no confusion, just a blank, disconnected stare.
I-62 Central, shots fired, shots fired.
"Let me see your hands." Step in front of the car. For a moment, it seems like Mullen might comply, but then the officer sees it, a hammer clenched in Mullen's right hand. Instantly, the officer's voice shifts. "Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Put your hands up right now." Mullen doesn't stop. He opens the door and begins walking toward the officer. The officer backs up, step by step, retreating across the parking lot with his gun drawn. "Don't come any closer."
Come any closer. I'm gonna tell you right now. Get down!
"I'm not gonna tell you again. Put your hands up." 8 separate warnings, 8 chances for Mullen to stop. 8 moments where this could have ended differently, but Mullen keeps advancing, gripping the hammer, closing the distance one step at a time. The officer's voice is steady, controlled, but tense. He's trying to avoid the one outcome he knows is coming if Mullen doesn't stop. Mullen is now only feet away. One last warning. "Get down on the ground, now."
Down! Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground now!
But Mullen doesn't get down. He keeps coming. 3 rapid gunshots echo across the parking lot. Mullen collapses instantly. "Shots fired, shots fired." The officer calls out, his breathing sharp and shaky.
2 Central, shots fired, shots fired.
Backup arrives within seconds. Officers rush in, pulling on gloves, dropping trauma kits, checking for pulses. Despite the chaos, despite what just happened, the officer kneels beside the man he was forced to shoot. He helps apply pressure, applies chest seals, trying to keep Mullen alive until medics arrive. But the wounds are too severe. Mullen is pronounced dead at the scene. Officers secure the hammer. The knife reported by witnesses is found near the driver's seat. Body cams are checked. Witness statements collected. Crime scene taped off. The officer sits down on the curb, still shaking, still processing what almost happened to him. His fellow officer asks quietly, "You good?" He nods, but his voice is low. "Yeah, I'm good." But the weight of the moment hangs heavy, because he knows how close he came to dying, how 60 feet of retreat nearly wasn't enough, and how a hammer can be just as deadly as a gun when the distance disappears. This encounter lasted less than 2 minutes. 2 minutes from the moment he arrived to the moment he was forced to pull the trigger. 2 minutes between compliance and chaos. 2 minutes that determined whether the officer would make it home or end up another name on a memorial wall. Some people ask, why couldn't he just shoot the hammer? Why didn't he try tackling him? Why deadly force? But that's not how real life works. When a grown man with a weapon closes distance, the officer has seconds to react, and hesitation can be fatal. In this case, the officer gave warnings, clear, repeated, desperate warnings, but Mullen chose to advance, and that choice sealed his fate. Different cities, different suspects, yet both moments show how fast police work can turn deadly. In Los Angeles, a charging suspect left no room to hesitate. In Las Cruces, a hammer-wielding man pushed the danger until shots were the only option. One truth remains. In real encounters, there are no second chances, only seconds to survive. For more real cases and body cam breakdowns, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.